Stray animals in the country continue to suffer abuse and violence, with increasing reports online of dogs being poisoned and cats being tortured. How can we better protect these vulnerable creatures? Dr. Sheila Ramalingam from the University of Malaya notes that while Malaysia has adequate laws to safeguard strays, the real challenge lies in their enforcement.
As an example, those found guilty for poisoning animals under Section 31 of the Animal Welfare Act 2015 are liable to a fine between 20,000 ringgit to 100,000 ringgit, or prison not more than 3 years or both.
The problem with this is the proof, because in order to prosecute somebody in court, then you need the evidence or the proof to say that this is the perpetrator who administered the poison leading to the death of all these strays. So evidence can be in various ways. For example, if you have CCTV, that's the best, because then the CCTV will show that this is the perpetrator. But as you know, in Malaysia, not all areas are covered by CCTV. So then the next best thing would be witness evidence. People who witness this perpetrator doing this offense. And so that is why I say enforcement officers have a real problem in bringing these kind of cases to court, because if the witnesses are not coming forward, if they know who the perpetrator are, for example, but for whatever reason they don't want to speak out, they don't want to get involved, it's not my problem, then there's no evidence to bring all these people in court and bring the perpetrators to justice.
Dr. Sheila stressed the importance of individuals and communities to educate themselves and the future generation to care for other living creatures.
So we want to be a bit more proactive in dealing with this issue, which is that we should be preventing it rather than trying to catch the perpetrator, because then the offense is already committed. So when we talk about prevention, really what we're talking about is education. And I think this education should come at a very young age. And so at kindergarten level or even before, we should be really teaching the younger generation to appreciate life in all forms. Even if the government or the local council or whoever decide that the best way to control the population, because there's an overpopulation, is to euthanize these stray animals, then that's fine. I mean, I'm not saying that we should be doing it, but if that is the based on research and data, if that is the consensus that we should be euthanizing, then what I'm saying is we should do it in a way that causes the least amount of pain and suffering to these stray animals. So shooting, poisoning is not the way. Yeah? We should really be anesthetizing and then putting them to sleep peacefully, because they are actually a living being. They are capable of feeling pain. They are capable of suffering.